Well, once you're checked in, you still have to wait for the plane to be ready, for the gates to open, or for other passengers to arrive, etc., etc., etc. Thanks. So, what can you do to fill time? Well, you can find yourself a nice quiet corner at the airport, like this one, where you can hook up, read and reply your email, or better yet, catch That's IT on our website. Convenient travel really means connections, seamless connections, from down here to all the way up there. Now, this is the moment I've been waiting for. No, this is not my Virgin flight, but this is the first time I'm flying and surfing at the same time. Surfing the World Wide Web, that is. Wi-Fi has gone sky high, literally. In the past 12 months, major airlines in the world have started offering passengers internet access in the skies. And just imagine, on my next 15-hour flight to Vancouver, I can occupy my time by replying to email, making appointments, chatting with my friends, updating my blog, and even booking the next leg of my trip. And since many of us already fly with our laptops, airlines have decided to offer its travelers the option of saving time by doing some work. And I say, why not? Singapore Airlines is the first in the region to offer its high flyers the service. It has retrofitted some aircrafts with Wi-Fi ready infrastructure courtesy of Connections by Boeing.
In fact, when we introduce this service, we do see the provision of connectivity services on board as a natural progression of our in-flight service strategy. We feel that providing this on board is just the next step to go.
And internet surfing is as easy as clicking your mouse.
Sign up for the service and sign in. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to get connected.
Just like on the ground, there are wireless internet points planted strategically all over, making the aircraft one flying internet wireless hot zone.
The service is exactly the same as the internet service on the ground. So you can do exactly the same things, and what we see is that users are increasingly using it to chat with friends and families through instant messaging or even play online games.
And that's exactly how some busy people have been doing to save time and kill time.
Especially in terms of the email, you can exchange emails whenever you want, which is very convenient for a businessman like me.
Passengers wanting to use the service have to apply for an account on the Connection by Boeing website. And once you're set, the aircraft cabin will never feel the same again because you get more from the internet.
Connection by Boeing is now providing free live global television to users of our in-flight internet service. It's a great way to keep in touch with everything that's going on in the world, and there's nothing like live television.
But not all industry watchers are convinced. After all, one of the biggest mistakes the airline industry committed when airphones were introduced was sky-high pricing. So everyone's asking, will in-flight internet be so exorbitant that the service, after takeoff, will hit the ground by pricing itself out of reach? Some industry experts say even though business travelers may want internet and email access, they won't be willing to pay much for it. According to airline industry research, the price for real-time experience in data service in the air that most are willing to pay has to be close to the price paid on the ground. So, just how much will be charged to my credit card? Connections by Boeing currently charges a flat rate of $27 for an entire flight and up to 24 hours of unlimited usage. This means you can continue accessing even if you have several connecting flights. To crunch it down further, it is $9.95 for every hour and up to $17.95 for 3 hours. Well, quite a sum, especially considering that at that price, you can surf unlimited for a month on the ground. Now, somehow I knew pricing would be an issue to some of our travelers out there, so I did my research before boarding this flight, and I found out that on the ground, just before departure, there are some facilities that are actually free of charge. Changi Airport, a trailblazer in high-tech pre-departure amusement. It must be one of the world's best connected terminals. Changi boasts 303 broadband internet computer units. Passengers with laptops of their own can also serve in any corner of the airport because wireless technology is accessible anywhere, anytime. A quick check at other regional airports revealed Hong Kong, Tokyo's Narita, KL International, and Incheon in Seoul also offer internet services. But access is limited. So far, not free of charge compared to Singapore.
32.4 million passengers visited Changi Airport last year. It's our passion to provide the best for them. So we have 300 over broadband internet terminals and 60 over laptop Ethernet access points. We would like them to surf their web, check their emails on the go anytime while waiting to board their plane or on transit in Singapore.
And it's all for free.
Yeah, it's all for free.
If that's not enough, Changi Airport has purposely built iConnect into Terminal 2, equipping computers with webcams for travelers to video conference. So, no more excuses for missing an email or telling your partner where in the world you really are. Well, you must admit, in this age of wireless connectivity, no matter where you are, someone can get in touch with you. The question is, do we really want to stay connected at all times? Not me. Not when I'm on vacation. So that's it. Timothy Go is disconnecting.
Channel News Asia, a network of media corp.
Talk to me. Talk to me. If you feel the need or when you need to feel it, talk to me. If you feel the need or when you need to feel it, talk to me.
Hello everyone, I'm Timothy Go. Thanks again for joining us here on That's IT. Time really flies when you're having fun, and we have come to the end of the season of That's IT. But since we don't want to keep you feeling low, we are going to end on a high note. Perhaps not that high, but we will check out high-speed connectivity and high-definition living. But before that, let's have a look at some high-tech trends and toys so you know what to look out for. Good looks, cool features, and powerful functions. Some high-tech gadgets sport the appearance to generate envy. Others look ordinary enough, but pack a punch. I look for both function and fashion. And although I like my gadget's power pack, it only works for me when it's easy to use. That's why I'm so excited with the Ultra Mobile PC. Touted to be a crossbreed, with form factor of a smartphone, a pocket PC, and a laptop, the UMPC sounds like a dream gadget for mobility. It comes with full Windows XP functionality, wireless connectivity, and multimedia capability. Yet, it's small and lightweight. What's there not to like? But the recent UMPC launch by Samsung, the Q1, didn't have the wow factor I was looking for. There wasn't a physical keyboard built in, much to my disappointment. That's why I still like my notebook. We recently met up with the father of the ThinkPad, Arimasa Naito. He believes form factor of a computer notebook is not something that's easily replaced.
The notebook form factor is clamshell, the form factor. I think it will stay very long. You still need physically a certain size. So, of course, technology, I can make this small keyboard, and I can make this small LCD with Quattro XG resolution. Technology can support that, but physically you need a big screen, right? So So just technology is not giving you answer how small we can do.
Well, the next big trend that technology should be able to provide to notebook users is security. Not just from physical theft, but from undesirable elements in the wider network when a notebook is connected. And this notebook guru dreams of CPUs that are robust enough to do just that.
The machine itself is a kind of background task, always monitoring what's going on in the system. The software is automatically monitoring those environments and isolating your work environment from anything bad. That is kind of the new concept. And when you don't have a much bigger CPU power, even idea is there, it's not able to provide with reasonable performance.
But it's not always a case of what the consumers want. There's also the case of what the consumers don't want. And where a notebook is concerned, it's the extra kilos.
The biggest voice from the customer is weight, the lightweight. Not many customers are talking about thickness, 2 or 1 millimeter. Many customers want to have a lighter weight. So customers want big machine, but still want to lighter machine. So of course they are giving me some conflicting the input, but that is our job. So I really enjoy it and really exciting, right, to develop or to make innovation to support that.
Fujitsu has also heard consumers call for a lightweight notebook and answered with the new LifeBook Q2010. This titanium-clad machine for the Road Warrior weighs about 1 kilogram with a thickness of just 20 millimeters. And it comes with a full suite of connectivity options. And best of all, battery life is about 7 hours. What's good about this machine is its digital microphone system shuts out noise so you can make VoIP calls easily while on the move.
Okay, bye.
But the Q2010 is not much of a multimedia laptop compared to its P series. Its optical drive sits on a docking station, which adds to the weight if you have to carry that around. A high-class performer with a high price tag, retailing at almost $3,800 US. But when it comes to notebooks, those who prefer the best of both worlds should check out Apple's MacBook Pro. The dual-core Intel-based machine is able to run Apple Boot Camp, so you can run both Mac and Windows operating system. The Boot Camp is currently at beta stage, but it's still pretty exciting, so cross your fingers. Besides notebooks, I'm also mad about mobile phones, and boy, there are so many to ogle at. Like HP's iPad RW6800, a multimedia PDA phone that offers push email to consumers. It's feature-packed, powered by Windows Mobile 5.0 and a Pocket Music MP3 player. But HP wants to make it into a fashion statement as well, launching a series of skins with the iPad. And talking about skins, the Motorola V3i is also sporting a new look, covered in gold, no less, in this latest edition. But when it comes to mobile phones, Sony Ericsson must be the most prolific. Following the 12 models launched earlier this year, it recently rolled out another 4. Among them are 2 Walkman phones, including its first slider, the W850i.
We are very keen on the music proposition. We have shipped so far until end of Q1 more than 5 million, almost 5.5 million Walkman phones. And it's been a very successful category and a lot of people hook onto that.
One of its new Walkman features is Track ID, which lets users identify and purchase music tracks that they hear wherever, whenever. But I must say the most impressive of the lot is this sporty Walkman phone, the W710i. It includes fitness applications measuring your running speed, distance, and time. It even counts your steps when you're walking. Now, how neat is that? Now, what caught my eye is this one.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, it's based on an iconic design of the T610 that we had a couple of years ago when the big breakthrough for Sony Ericsson.
This phone is the Z550i. Its features are basic, but it comes dressed in high-gloss material for a classy look.
This is going to be a Sony Ericsson classic then.
I think it will be, yeah.
All right.
And finally, how could we not talk about Nintendo's new game console that it showed off at the Electronic Entertainment Expo recently held in Los Angeles? Sporting a handheld device, Nintendo's Wii, as the system's called, is able to remotely control the action of a game. So you can play a tennis game virtually by swinging with the motion of a tennis racket. Really cool. Nintendo game developers believe the new Wii will spark new styles of gaming with groups of gamers playing tennis or battling ninjas. With such intuitive gameplay, I hope it will.
Make it to the top, reach out. Make it to the top.
Well, high-tech toys are great, but to make full use of their features, we often need high-speed connectivity. Are we ready to hop into the broadband highway without having to pay a high price? Well, we'll find out when we return.
Talk to me.
Well, hello there. Like most techies, I love to download films, but even on broadband, I can... Yep, it sure can take a long time to download one entire full-length film. And for people in a hurry like me, it would be great to speed things up.
Speed. It's the name of the game in internet connectivity. And one technology that promises to deliver a high-speed broadband connection is WiMAX. In a nutshell, WiMAX is a wireless broadband solution that connects to the internet in an IP-type format. So what, you say? Well, it is fast. Now, we know that with 3G, we're looking at a maximum speed of 2 megabytes per second. And with Wi-Fi, the speed is 54 megabytes per second. Double that speed and you're surfing on WiMAX. But being pretty fast on the uptake and download is not the only main advantage for WiMAX. It is mobility. Much of it is due to the technology behind it. WiMAX uses radio or cellular-like technology to send and receive information to computers via high-frequency waves from base stations. To jump onto WiMAX connection, you'll have to invest in some hardware, basically a chipset in your laptop or PC.
When you think about WiMAX, you can think about it in a couple different ways. One is a fixed connection, so to a desktop. I mean, you'll see chipsets from major manufacturers like Intel. They'll embed the chipsets into their computers going forward, into vendors' computers going forward. So in a fixed type desktop environment, you'll have WiMAX capability. In what we call a nomadic capability, so in a laptop. So the same thing, the same chipsets that'll be placed inside of a desktop, you'll also see in a laptop computer. So nomadic meaning that you have the capability to take that same computer and move around within an environment because WiMAX will be delivering the signal to that computer.
Unlike Wi-Fi, which only covers a limited area, WiMAX can cover a wide range that spans up to several kilometers. And it works whether the computer is in line of sight or non-line of sight areas.
From a line of sight perspective, inside a building, wherever it might be, that capability that's in the device, the WiMAX capability, allows you to continue to carry those services with you. So from the connectivity of the hotspots, which potentially could be line of sight, to now moving about, which might not be line of sight, the capabilities of WiMAX will still be there with you.
The most important feature is really mobility. What mobility means is that you can access while on the move, and you can actually cross cell sites without being dropped, without your connection being dropped. So in terms of application, what you can expect is to be able to sit on the MRT and access your internet. You know, your MRT ride could be, I don't know, 30 minutes, and you could do some email while you're on the MRT.
So once WiMAX becomes available, I could log on to the net anywhere I may be. which means I don't even have to be at home to access the internet. I could be here, or here, or even here. And would you believe if I tell you the forecast is that the new wave will be affordable? The argument for lower costs is the fact there's no need to install cables, so the infrastructure to operate WiMAX is bound to be much cheaper than existing connections.
In a lot of cases, what you'll see is an operator can run cable cost effectively to a certain point. And from that point to get to the customer, it's very expensive. So that last mile connection, WiMAX is going to be a critical component to reduce the overall cost and, quite frankly, the penetration to a mass market of consumers. So getting the cable to one location and then propagating that out to multiple different customers who it might be difficult or very costly to deliver that connection to that customer, WiMAX is a very, very cost-efficient solution to be able to do that.
But not everything about WiMAX is great. Like other technologies, it does have its disadvantages. Places like sunny Singapore with its unpredictable downpours will have to work out ways for WiMAX to work rain or shine. Other wireless electronic devices nearby could also interfere with WiMAX connections and even cause disconnections. But what are few little glitches compared to the freedom to be connected anywhere, anytime, and at low cost? I am excited, and I'm glad to say we won't have to wait for a long time.
The standards are still being finalized, and we are engaging in a number of trials to understand the technology and understand the patterns, the behavior of users with this technology. But I think you can expect WiMAX probably in 2007.
So buckle up and get ready to speed. From high speed to high definition, we'll bring you the ups and downs of high technology when we return.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
So you want to live the high life with high technology? High-speed connectivity not enough? You might want to try high definition for a brighter, clearer, more immersive entertainment experience. Going to the movies is always a joy for me. Watching a widescreen and enhanced audiovisual experience, all that goes a long way to give me the sense of being there. It's an experience that I've been hoping to transplant to my living room. And I've placed my high hopes on high-definition TV. To the uninitiated, high definition is a digital format that has at least twice the resolution of standard definition TV. There's a larger aspect ratio, 16:9, compared to a traditional screen of 4:3. That means a bigger field of vision and a more immersive viewing experience.
Normal television image, each image is 1 megabyte. And what the HD high definition image does is approximately 8 to 10 megabytes. So it's the sheer amount of data that you have per image which leads to much better colors, much better view, approximately 25% more spatial information as compared to the normal image.
Paresh Kara knows high definition inside and out. After all, he is head of the Media and Entertainment Division at Autodesk, a job that has him working with filmmakers and broadcasters to bring visual effects and high-definition content to consumers. And he believes that HD TV will become mainstream very, very soon.
A lot of time we keep on thinking that, till the actual broadcasters start reeling HD, only then we should look at it. I would say no, that we've got compelling applications available today, which are immediately upcoming. HD is around the corner and 6 months away.
But it's not enough to have an HD TV set. You must also have HD content. To get a head start, MediaCorp will begin a 6-month HD TV trial to 1,000 households in Singapore in June. Don't worry if you're not on the list or can't wait. If you have an HD TV set, you can still start by playing high-definition games, and it's a blast. Just reach for the game's title for the Xbox 360. All are in high definition to provide that added realism. I definitely get more kick playing games now. Take that and that. So want more from HD? How about creating something of your own to play on your HD TV? The Sony HC3 Handycam is the only consumer HD camera on the market at the moment. And there's little excuse not to take it everywhere to grab shots. This camcorder weighs just a little more than 500 grams. Its codec engine is also supposedly able to record twice as many scanning lines compared to standard definition and capture 4 times more video information on every detail. Now that means super clear. Well, I guess if you want HD, you should be prepared to take it, warts and all, in crisp, clear quality. Not that I have any. The warts, I mean. So don't forget now, there are competing standards of HD storage and recording formats at the moment, so if you prefer, wait until later to buy. And that makes sense. For the early adopters who would like to get their hands on an HD product today, this Handycam is not a bad investment, retailing at a little more than $1,700 US. Life is about seizing the moment, and you can now get it done on high definition, no less. As the high-definition movement gains momentum in Asia, expect to see more HD products hitting the market in the